want to let me go live, y'all. It's me once again, trying to get these points. And then we all hiding behind the curtain. Like, what the fuck, bro? No, I'm just hiding. Everybody hiding behind the curtain.
Until next time.
Come on now. Say you ain't. Say you ain't hiding behind the motherfucking curtain, bitch. Because, honey, let me figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. All right, boom. So, I told y'all last night or earlier when I was up early this morning, I had some things I wanted to get off my chest. So, I'm going to try to get those things off of my chest so I can be very intentional about this motherfucking little time that I got going on or whatever. Be very intentional about this little time that I got going on or whatnot. Pisces season. I was just February the other day.
And more. All while staying toasty warm in our cozy little cabin. And it all starts with the old version of the camper. And don't get me wrong, I still think this thing is awesome, but it really is just a big yellow tarp screwed on the top of a small little greenhouse. And sadly, the last time I ended up using this, when I was unloading my gear, I accidentally ripped away some of the material.
So y'all know Bridgerton's finna come out with their 2 parts of their new season. And I can't wait for that. I'm trying to see what it's gonna be like. Is it gonna be like the Queen Elizabeth, or is it gonna be giving more of the second episode? I think the second season. The second season was with the Indian chick and the oldest boy or whatnot. Cause I feel like I just have a feeling that it's gonna be giving the Indian and the girl, and they was two independent people, and they wasn't really ready for a relationship type shit, and they was friends. They were just kicking shit. Then they got married and went to this little college. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be one of them. We'll see though. We'll see. I forgot the dates that it said.
And the first pieces that I begin to assemble are going to be the pieces of wood that are going to run the whole length of the vehicle. I take a smaller piece of wood and some wood clamps to hold it together. Then I place in a whole bunch of screws to really screw it together nice and permanent. With one of the beams complete, it was time to repeat the process 3 more times, so we'll have 4 in total, 2 for the bottom, 2 for the top. Now we can take some of these metal corner braces, which I think are just awesome. They make assembling really strong boxes super easy. They're made specifically for 2x4s, so they fit the dimensions perfectly. And you just slot the pieces into place, and you can go around with some screws and tighten it all down. I do it
it's not one of those things where
to really pinch it all together.
You have an
odds around to all the other corners and attaching those braces as well to make a really strong base for the structure.
Which is the only one. I mean, like, you only got one child, and the other person is you. So what you like outside of looking at yourself? Who else you gonna look at? If it's just you and one child. If you have multiple people around you, then we can see what it do.
I head over to the front of the vehicle, repeat the same process, attaching the metal corner braces and the beam of 2x4 between them as well. Now we can take the other long pieces of wood I made earlier, slot them to each of the sides of the metal braces, and add in a whole bunch of screws to make the thing nice and permanent. But I want it to be a little bit stronger than just 4 beams on each of the corners, so I grabbed some more pieces of 2x4 from the pile I cut earlier, and I also have a bunch of these little metal joiner plates. They're just some thick metal with a bunch of screw holes.
Like I said again, like, I'm not ungrateful of the time that, you know, the good Lord has given me. And my mom has given me, and so many other people have given me in order to build a dream that I never did think was possible. If you would have asked me while I was pregnant with my son, or told me,
it's high protein nutrition with real meat #1, supporting our healthy energy and strong muscles, and the life she was born to live.
excuse me, if you would have told me 5 years ago, 6 years ago, that it was gonna be like this, I would have told you lying. I would have had so many doubts and stuff. So it's really a different vibe being a full-time parent. It's a vibe. It's one of those vibes where you just have to tough it out. You have to tough this shit out, because I feel like if you don't, it'll consume you. It'll consume you. So, yeah. I'm just grateful that I'm still alive to upstairs.
I take one of the support beams and I line it up to the top and bottom.
A lot of times God could just snatch me up out this joint and I would be like, yeah.
Then I took the remaining pieces
So
of wood
every day
and
making a
attached
choice
them all
to,
around the frame on both sides, a whole bunch of screws
making the choice
to really
not
make
and
the frame a super solid piece. And it's already
making the
a lot
choice
stronger. But
to
if you notice, it's still not actually attached to
get
the
up
base of the
and
vehicle,
tough it out,
and that
even
needs to
with
change.
fights
So
and
that's where it needs
scuffles
from.
and
So massive
frustration that we not, and so that's one of the reasons why I was saying that I'm gonna give it another try.
Then
I didn't
take the
think
longest
that I
road
was
that
gonna
I've
do
ever
this though. I
used.
didn't think that I
go
was gonna
around to a few
do
places I
this
marked
to
on the
where
frames, and I begin to drill through the 2x4 at the top.
I was just making my life again, because I was so upset because I had so much shit going on, y'all. Like mentally, I had so much shit going on with my kids and with my relationships and stuff like that. I just didn't feel like I can face myself again, face y'all again, coming back to YouTube. And we've been doing this since 2020, 2021. So y'all seeing this and then seeing that, me leaving, it was hard for me too.
I take a bunch of 2-foot sections of wood that I cut out from my pile earlier, and now we have to cut some angles into it, so I cut myself a raptor square, which I've never used
And a lot of that
before,
shit be
but it's actually
self-doubt, but
really
at the
easy.
same
You
time,
can use
I be
it to measure and
disappointed
mark
too.
some angles,
Like, it ain't just
and I
y'all
can take a
or
saw
just
and cut
people
off the
outside.
extra
You gotta
on the
think
line I
about
just marked.
how you would
Then I lay
manage.
the 2 pieces I just cut down together, and using some small blocks of wood and a bunch of screws, I screw the pieces together
You
to
will
hold it
manage
in
certain
place.
situations, and then you
I
gotta
then
think
take
about what's
another
best for
length
your
of
family.
2x4,
So everybody
just
gotta be
as a
on one
straight
accord.
edge. I go ahead and
If we
mark
all
the
going
other
this way,
areas
if
I
we
need to
all
cut
going
off,
this way,
then
and
using
you
the
may
saw,
have
I
some
go
that
ahead and trim off the extra.
you might have
And now we have
sometimes
wood
where people
support
be like,
beams
okay,
for a
well,
roof.
you know,
And after a little while
and so
working,
you have to go
we
back
had all of
to the
our other
drawing
pieces
board.
of the
But
rafters made. So
this
it's time
time
to install
we came
the rest
together
of
and
the
we.
frame. I go ahead
I
and
don't
lay
think
the
it was
bottom
my
corner
thing. I don't
and
think
put
it
in
was
some large
it was
screws to
something
hold
that
it
I
in place.
necessarily
Then
just
I take
came
some
out
of these
with.
metal
I
brackets
think
called
it was
hurricane
my daughter
ties,
being
and I
like,
line them up where I
bruh.
want each of
And
the
I
other
was like,
rafters to be, and I put in some screws to
bruh.
hold them in place. Then I can take the other
We
rafter and lay it down
appreciate
in the slot. I step inside and take some pliers, and I bend down the hurricane ties
So it was just
so
a
they
thing.
line up with the
Shut up,
2x4s.
girl.
Then I go around with some big screws and put some
But
in the rafter itself,
yeah, it was
and a
just one of
couple
those
through the
things where we
hurricane
had to
ties as
take
well.
and
Then it was time to go around to all the other places and
really
mark the other rafters and install those ones just the same.
make a
Since the
decision.
rafters on the corners don't have
And
space for a
hopefully,
hurricane tie,
you
I
know,
put in a large
everything
screw,
pans
and I
out as
take
we
some of
wanted
those
to,
metal
but
brackets
you have
and I
to
attach
to
them to
leave
the
some
frame
space
of the
for
base for both sides. And this thing's
you
really
know,
starting to look like a little structure. We get all the base
emergency
frame
or
made,
rainy day
and I'm
fun. That's
honestly
kind of even
super
like with
proud
your
of it.
energy of
But
how
it's
much.
not gonna do
I
much
heard
protection
somebody say
without
one time,
some
and I'll never
walls.
forget this. I
And for
think
the
it was on
walls,
social
I'm using
media.
the same wood that I used for the floor of this,
But
and that
I heard
is some
somebody
1
say,
by 12 board. And I do have to trim
anytime
off some
you
of the extra.
move
I
into a
can
new
then
house,
take a board,
I don't
line it
understand
up
how
with the
people
wall,
would
hold it
just
in
be like
place with some wood
celebratory
clamps, and using a
and all of
piece
this
that I
and
just
all
cut
this.
off
Like
from
if
a
you
minute
move,
ago,
it
I
won't
made a
be
little stencil so I can mark out some
same
places that
problems.
I could go ahead and drill
It's
and put in
same
some
problems,
screws
different
to firmly
motherfucking place.
attach it to
Even
the
if you
frame.
were broke,
Then it
if
was a
you were
matter
broke
of screwing some
and
more
you
screws to
had
the
the same
beams,
problems, if you
lining up
rich, you
some
don't think
more
you're gonna have the
pieces
same
of the
problems.
wall, and
So it's
attaching
like
those as
allowing
well.
yourself that
Then I
gray
planned it
space
out so each of the walls is
to
gonna
be
set
able to see
4
that for what
boards
it
high.
is. And
Then it was off
I
to
just,
the other side
I'm
where I
one of those
installed
type of
that
people who
wall
be like,
just the
okay,
same.
self
Then it was time to install the
regulate,
roof, which is a similar process.
self
Laying it down, marking out the
regulate,
places, and putting in a bunch of
self
screws for
regulate,
each of
because
the
it's a lot of
boards
stuff
on
that's
both
going on around
sides.
you that you're not necessarily
Laying
gonna
some boards out on the
like,
roof still
but
left
you're
a
gonna
little
come in
gap on the
contact
top,
with it.
which I don't want.
You're gonna
So I had to take
come
a
into a
table
lot of
saw
shit that
to
you don't
cut some
like,
of the boards
and you have to
lengthwise so that I
filter
could
out
then
through
lay them on
yourself
the
if
gaps
you're
in the
going
boards on the
to
top and put
react,
in some screws to hold them in
if
place.
you're gonna let
And
it
now we have
slide,
ourselves a really nice
if you're
strong
gonna
roof.
stand by and
But
let
if
the
we
shit
look at the back,
happen,
there's
or you're
still a
gonna
massive hole, and I don't want that
you know,
because I want there to be a nice door
it's gonna
in
be a
here.
discussion.
So let's get to making a door. I grabbed some more pieces of wood from the
So
pile I cut out earlier, and I begin to lay them out in the shape of the door. Then I take some of these metal
taking
corner
it
brackets and I
taking
place
that
them all
time,
over each of the corners, and I put in some
you know,
screws to
for
hold them in
those things.
place.
Especially, you know,
Then I take some
when
more
you're
of the
emotional
boards that
motherfucker, you
I
gotta be
used
like,
for the
okay,
walls
listen,
of the roof,
we
and I
gotta
begin to
get through
layer them
this.
on the door.
How we gonna get
Using
to the
the
next?
stencil again,
So
I
boom.
go ahead and drill and put in
So
some
that's
screws
something
to
that
hold all the boards in
I really
place.
do
And
head
this
up
is the
heels
part
believe
where I
in.
remembered to forget to
Don't
install the hinges,
go
so
into
I actually have
situations
to
like
go
that, because
ahead
a lot
and
of people might look
unscrew
at me and
and
be like,
glue
oh,
some
we
of the
going to you
boards
so
so I
excited.
can
No,
place the
bitch, I'm not
hinge down,
excited.
mark it with a marker, place a board underneath
Somebody
it
got to
so
be
that
the
I can drill out
motherfucking
some holes, and using some
at
bolts I can go ahead
the
and
goddamn
attach the hinge.
entertainment.
I go ahead and do the same to the
Somebody got
other
to work
hinges
behind
now.
the scenes when nobody is back there.
I
Everybody
was
can't be
originally
in the
going to just
limelight
screw
all the
the bolts back
time.
over the
Somebody got to
hinges,
be
but I
doing the
thought if
print
I
on the
ever needed
inside.
to access the bolts on them, it would just be easier if I cut out some
Nobody ever
little
thinks about that.
rectangles so I
I
could
don't
take
have
the
to share
boards
it
and
with you.
place them over
It's
the
just like people be
hinges, and
saying,
they're still
oh, you
exposed so I
know,
can still screw the bolts
I
back
need you to
down
pray
in
for me.
place. Now we take
Bitch,
another
pray
length
for
of
you.
2x4, the same length as the door.
How you
I
know them
line it
people
up
even
with the other
praying?
holes on the hinges
You
so
know
that
what
I
I'm
can
saying? You
mount
be
the
like,
bolt.
people,
Then I can take out
put
a
me on the
drill,
prayer
leaving
list.
the
How you
drill
know
on
they gonna
both
say your
screws
name at
as
the altar
well.
call?
I take the board I just worked
How you
on,
know them
I
people,
bring it over to
even
the
the
back of the
pastor and the
vehicle,
deacons and all of
and
that
using a
different stuff
bunch of
gonna be praying
screws,
for
I
you
go ahead
on
and
the
fix it to
list?
the back.
They probably
Then
just
I can
saying,
take a
let's pray
drill,
for
and
everybody.
using the holes
What
I
if you
drilled
need
in just a
significant
vehicle
prayer?
as a
What if
guide, I
your
can
prayer
use the drill
needs,
to drill through
you
the
need
other
it right
2x4
now?
in the frame. I can then take some bolts and thread them through all the holes I just made.
Hold on, y'all.
Then I can pick
What
up
if
the
you
door,
need it right
walk it over
now?
to the bolt sticking out, gingerly lay it on
How
top
you
of
gonna
it,
get
while
it?
hand threading on some nuts, and I can later go back and tighten down with the ratchet. I then grab another 2x4 that's the exact height of the door, I line it up with the other side of the back wall, and I put in a bunch more screws to screw that in place as well. So now we have the door on hinges, and
Come
the
on in
post
the
is
room.
really close to
I'm
this
gonna need
board
you
I
to come
just
on in the
screwed
room
in
right
using
now.
my super glue screw later. And with that, we have all the wood added on. But right now it's just unfinished.
So yeah, I'm one of
and I
those
don't
people
want
of
that.
kind of like
I want to protect it. So let's
everything
get to
else is
staining.
going around
And the first step
on the
is to make a nice
outside.
little
Somebody gotta
protective layer on
say,
the
bitch,
ground.
get this over
Not
in the
only
house.
are these boxes protecting the
Before
ground
she
from
go to
stain,
before
these
she
are
go to
actually the
jail.
same boxes that protected me from when I made my little shelter
Get her in the
the winter.
house.
That was a lot of
Y'all
fun
just
to
gonna
do.
let the shit
And these boxes, I still
fan the
find
fuck
myself
out.
using them in projects. And I know they've helped
You
at
don't let
least
that
2
shit go
people
on
move
like
as
that,
well.
my guy.
It always makes me
You
smile.
you
I
don't
have
let that
another
shit
use
like
for
that
these
go on, my
boxes.
guy.
But it's time to
You
get to
know.
staining. I'm using
Now
this really
sometimes you
big
might have
brush
to.
for staining. I believe it's
You
used
might
for
have
like
to go ahead
staining
and
large
and
surfaces
do it.
and wood
But
decks,
nah, on a
and it's
serious tip
honestly
though,
making super quick work of staining the outside of my structure. And after what felt like just a few minutes, I was already staining the roof.
so that's
And I
what
began to
we've
stain
been
the
up to.
back door.
That's what we've been
Then it
up
was
to.
off to the
Me and
other
Kay
side
really
wall
been,
as well.
you know,
I then
not
began to
rushing
stain
into
all
it
of the
because
fresh
when we
2x4s
first did it,
for
we
the
rushed
front
into
window
it,
section.
and
Then
we
I
seen
jumped
success.
inside, began to
I'm not
stain
gonna
the
lie to you,
inside of the roof,
but
all while trying to avoid the drips on my face
it
and
was
glasses,
also,
which was
you
kind
know,
of impossible.
damn, we done
Then
burn
it was
out.
onto the walls where I covered
We done
those
burn
with a
out,
nice
and
thick
I have
coat,
a Taurus in my
and I
6th house,
slathered a
so
bunch on the floor as well. I wasn't originally sure if I was going
I'm
to put it on
burnoutable
the
real
battery
quick.
box, but it looked
But
so
I
out of
work
place without it, so
10
I
times
decided to give it
hard.
the royal treatment and covered that
I
with
ain't
the
gonna
wood
lie.
protection as well. And
I ain't gonna lie.
And gifts that say,
I work
I love your
hard.
style on Macy's
Give me a
Gift
good year.
Finder.
I want to
Plus,
put the
unmatched
time
day
in.
sale starts Tuesday.
Year and a
Enjoy great
half, 2
savings
years
on
down the
gifts for
line,
every
it's over
kind of
with.
mom. Give love at Macy's.
So,
Pull-ups has reversible sides for changing the
I came on live to calm down, but also
Wish you knew how your
get
cat
serious
was
about
feeling?
my stuff.
At the Tidy Cats Innovation Lab, we do. Presenting our latest littervention, Tidy Care Alert, with color
I got
changing
my
crystals.
books, I got my journals, I
Tidy Care
have
Alert,
my
only from Tidy
calendars,
Cats.
my pens and my highlighters and everything that I need. What the fuck I'm gonna do with this shit? Putting the pen in the paper. Putting the pen in the paper. Like this week, if it's the Lord's will. If it's the Lord's will. How much I lose 5 pounds? I can feel the Gemini season coming. I feel it.
And the next day, after
Gemini and
letting everything
Aquarius,
dry,
like
wood
this.
protection turned out
So,
beautiful. I love the color. It should protect it from
what am I gonna
snow,
be eating?
and it makes
Be
it feel
eating
like
beans.
way more of a cabin. But there's still a lot more work before we
Beans.
can take this thing out. Like for one,
I'm going to
this
be
thing's
eating
gonna
peanut
need some
butter and
windows,
cheese,
and that's
which I
exactly
don't
what I
need to,
have in
but
these
I am.
rolls. But you're probably
And I'm going to be
thinking,
eating
what kind of windows come in rolls? Well, let me tell you. These are some rolls of
for a
clear
whole week.
vinyl. These are sold as like table protectors. They're like 1.5 millimeters thick, and I think they're gonna make perfect windows for this little camper. The first
Somebody
step
in
to
my toe.
installing these is actually getting all some of this stuff
Who is it? Hey, Daddy.
How you doing?
All right. Not you to pull it up.
Huh?
You done pull it up on me.
I put it on unannounced. Unannounced.
You smell good.
How you doing, baby?
Welcome to my chateau.
I'm used to
Live.
it.
I'm gonna have to have